So I really like the fact that here at Michigan Great Lakes Virtual Academy that everyone has a chance to really focus on their schooling, getting the help that they need. I love all of our teachers really care about our students and are willing to help them in whatever way they can. And the kids are just able to be themselves and to do what they need to do and to learn what they need to learn. So I'm really glad to be a part of this. I'm glad that we are able to offer this to students as an alternative to dealing with the drama that can come from being at a regular brick and mortar school. So I'm glad to be here. Thank you.
I chose virtual school because I was being bullied and judged everywhere I went, so I couldn't take it anymore. And ever since I moved to MGLVA, I've been better. Haven't felt like I was being judged or anything.
So my parents thought we should try something new and different, so we went to MGLVA, and I found that teachers were much more helpful, and I liked the way I could pace my schooling and be flexible. These are the reasons why I went to MGLVA.
And I chose online school versus public school because I wasn't getting the help that I needed, and like I would just not, do it because I wasn't getting help, and I was fighting all the time, which ain't fun. But now that I'm homeschooled, I don't fight anymore.
Hi, this is Mrs. Lasecki Webb from Michigan Great Lakes Virtual Academy, a physical science teacher there. I like Michigan Great Lakes Virtual Academy because it gives me a new perspective on teaching. I spent about 10 years teaching in a traditional brick and mortar setting, and I really like in the online environment being able to draw from student perspectives around the entire state. What are people doing in the UP? What are people doing in the cities? What are people doing in more rural areas? And bringing that together is a very interesting dynamic for the classroom.
I go to virtual school because this is how I learn better and it goes better with my schedule.
I chose online schooling because of bullying and other reasons, but it's pretty easy and pretty simple. It's fun. You get to meet new people, you get to see new people, you get to meet new teachers. You don't have to sit in front of a big old classroom or be around a big crowd. And it's good for me because I'm a shy person, and yeah.
So I actually looked up an online school to go to in Michigan, and I found MGVLA. And I was looking at their classes, and actually, I want to go in the field of forensic science when I graduate. And I saw they offer forensic science, so I thought it was great. So when I applied and everything, and now we're here, I really like it. I work independently. I can self-pace myself. I mean, it's just really amazing to look at how much of improvement. And comparing my grades to last year, I'm much more focused on my grades now. I really care about them now.
So why do I love virtual education besides the fact that I can actually have a life now, a balanced life? I love it because I can be so interactive with my students. I can have 10, 12, 15 kids typing on the board all at the same time, but it's quiet and the students are respectful. If I had tried to have 15 students typing on or writing on the board in a brick and mortar setting, it would have been chaos. Kids are wonderful. They're appreciative. Our administrators are appreciative, and it's just a great place to be.
Virtual school was more of a mandatory thing for me, not a choice, because of where I live. The public schools are not an idealized school environment. And I really didn't like virtual school at first. My first year here was in 9th grade. Didn't like it. But as I went along and crept up another grade, which is 10th grade, I ended up liking it more. And I really love it, really, to be honest, because I can focus on my work, I can help others, and others help me. It's a fun environment and everything.
I chose MGLVA because, well, when I was at my old school, I was skipping and cutting class and I ran away. So my mom and dad had put me in a homeschool program. So we chose this one because it was high ranked in all homeschool things. At first I didn't want to do it, but as I've been in it for most of first semester and all of second semester, I've tend to like it. Well, I'm still staying in it for my whole high school year. And it helps me because there's no distractions. I can get my work when I need to get my work done. I can take my time working.
I personally think online school is a great option. It is for some people and is not for others. Like me, for instance. I hope to go back to a brick and mortar school. But I think for everybody, the situation is different. Some people live in a community where the schools are bad, gangs, low education, and bullies, etc. They may not be able to leave. Don't make them suffer. Some kids commit suicide because of bullying. Give them a chance to go to a school where they can get a good education and no bullies.
I like virtual school so far. It's actually, and I can be more focused and stuff and more open to people. So yeah, I really like virtual school. It has helped me a lot.
My name is Lindsay Howe. I'm an English and SAT prep teacher at MGLVA, and I wanted to talk really quickly about why virtual is my choice and why I'm so passionate about this. This is my 13th year of teaching. I taught 8 years in brick and mortar, and I loved every second. I have loved every second of my teaching career. But there's something that draws me to virtual. I know 100% every single day that I'm making a difference for my kids. And these kids, a lot of them need this option. I know they need this option, and I know they very much like this option for the idea of flexibility and one-on-one attention. I feel like I can differentiate a lot more thoroughly and a lot more authentically, and use my skills in a way that really gets to those students that have also chosen this type of education.
Hi, my name is Abby Brown, and I am the MGLVA high school principal. I've been in education for about 12 years, and I have been with MGLVA for 6, so half of my educational career now. I will say, like, when I think about our school and what online education can do for students, I mean, it really is amazing. I have learned so much over these last 6 years working for the school and working with our students and our families. One of my favorite days in the entire year is graduation. We have, even though we're virtual, we have a face-to-face graduation ceremony. And when you see those students walking across the stage after all of their hard work, they've overcome so many obstacles. They came to us because of bullying or anxiety, medical issues, family medical issues, just personal issues, things that weren't enough for their needs in their local areas. And to see them walk across that stage, and you can see it in their eyes about how much it means to them and their families. I mean, there's a lot of tears shed that day, but they are the happy tears.